Shalom. I hope this message finds all of you healthy and safe and keeping physical distancing, not social distancing. I think social distancing is a little different. Physical distance, masks, of course, but socially we should stay connected. A lot of people ask me, Rabbi, how do we get through this? And my answer really is reframe the question. How do we grow through this? How do we grow? What are the things that we're learning about ourselves and our relationships? In many ways, this time is not a curse, it's a blessing. If we use it effectively to grow spiritually and personally in our lives. There are a lot of techniques that can be used to accomplish that, and I'd like to share a few of them with you. I think some of you know that during this time, one of the effective tools that we can all use is creating order and structure and ritual in our lives. And all of us should do that. We should all recognize that it's important to have structure to our daily routine. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. But first, I'd like to talk about the power of your mind. Someone once said, logic will take you from point A to point B, but imagination will take you everywhere. Your mind is a very powerful tool, as is your imagination. You can go back to any point in time in your life, your childhood, your teenage years, special events in your life, a bar mitzvah, a wedding, a graduation, any special moment. You can take yourself there by closing your eyes and visualizing those celebratory moments. And it's so important that we celebrate all of the things in our life that are so rich and that give our life meaning. The other is structure and ritual. It's really important to have a ritual. I think I shared with some of you what I do in the morning. I go out for 5 to 10 minutes in the quietness of the outdoors. If you have a patio or backyard, and just sit there quietly and set your intention for the day. Take in the fragrance of any flowers that might be growing. This is springtime. The earth is giving us that beautiful array of flowers and plants and greenery. And just take in the fragrance, take in the beauty of nature. Take those moments to set your intention for the day and offer a prayer of thankfulness for all the gifts that you have. And a little later, we're going to give you a link to a beautiful thankfulness song and musical presentation that our co-cantor, Jordan Bennett, participated in. Jordan's our co-cantor on the High Holy Days. The other element is that twice a day, morning and evening, it's customary to recite our holiest prayer, the Shema. And I'm going to do it with you in just a minute. But think about putting into that prayer love, the love of life, the love of the Creator. In fact, the quote about that prayer is, Ha'amayim bi'ahava Shema omrim. Twice a day with love, we recite the Shema. So let's close our eyes, and the custom is to cover your eyes to focus your attention inward. And repeat with me, Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one. Blessed is God's glorious kingdom forever and ever. We offer that prayer not as a supplication prayer, not as a prayer of asking for something, just a prayer of being and acknowledging the oneness of God and the unity of humanity. That's what all of us should do to structure a day that has meaning and richness. So I hope you'll take some of these recommendations to heart and that we'll be able to enrich our daily life and experience, because believe it or not, this is going to be over very soon, and we'll be resuming our activities and our total freedom and ability to go wherever we want, whenever we want. And one of the things I'll ask you to do is take that mask that you've got to wear now. I'm going to hang it in my house right by the mezuzah on the doorpost of my home. And when I walk out every day after this is over, I'm going to look at that mask, and it's going to remind me that I now have total and complete freedom to live a better and richer life. Shalom.